History was made today when the sounds of Anglican chants reverberated off the marble walls of St. Peter's Basilica. Nearly 100 members of the world's first personal ordinariate for former Anglicans came to Rome this week on a pilgrimage of thanksgiving, to give thanks to Pope Benedict for giving them a way to enter the Catholic Church while retaining some elements of their liturgical heritage. For many of these men and women, coming to St. Peter's gave them a sense of returning to the bedrock where Christ would build his church and where the apostles' successors would work to guard the faith and uphold the truth for millennia.
The people who've entered this process are people who've longed for communion with the Holy See for a long time. They've hoped that that would have been brought to fruition by the Anglican Roman Catholic International Commission, which began in the 60s and had such hopes in the 70s and the early 80s. But the goal of corporate union between the Anglican Church and the Catholic Church is now much more distant than it was before. One of the issues in ecumenical dialogue now is what's called receptive ecumenism, where you're saying it's about what you can receive from each other. And actually this seems to me to be exactly that. The Holy Father is saying not only, come under the Catholic Church, be part of the Catholic Church, he's saying you've got gifts which you can give to the Catholic Church as well as we giving gifts to you. So there's a reciprocity there, and that seems to me exactly the way that ecumenism should go. Because the Catholic Church is much more diverse, in fact, than many people give it credit for. They all think it's like their diocese in America or in England or wherever. Yet you've got Eastern Catholics, you've got Melkites and Marianites, you've got so many different orders, you've got Opus Dei, and now there's got the Ordinariate. It's just a different way of being a Catholic. I just celebrated Mass on Tuesday this week with our group in San Giorgio in Velabro. And in a little homily I gave, I quoted something from John Henry Newman's Biglietto speech when he was made a cardinal, in which he said he'd fought liberalism all his life. That view that really, it didn't really matter what you believed, they were all equally important, and that there was no such thing as revealed religion. And I think that's exactly what's happening in the Anglican community. It's personal opinions. And it seems what we've come over is because we believed in the revealed truth. Now, the problem with the ordination of women and gay marriages are symptoms of the problem. The problem, I think, is liberalism and religion, secularism. And that's really the motivation. It's about truth and obedience.
Celebrating Mass here at the See of Peter was a historic moment, not just for these former Anglicans from England and Wales, but for the greater task of Christian unity. By establishing ordinariates in Great Britain, the United States, and eventually elsewhere, Pope Benedict has set in motion a new era in which communities that broke away hundreds of years ago can find a way home again.